you already know. We don't have good days, we create them. We create a great evening. Tune in.
See that? That's
getting along.
Good brother Ron right there.
Get into it like, come on, as always. You already know, bro. We said ready to speak, of course. I'm just still waiting, bro. Man, just let me know what's in.
I hope to see everybody. What's up, Larry?
Hi, look. So yes, hi everyone. It's your girl Angie Winder again, and you know I gotta say that name because I want y'all to keep remembering doing some good things in the community. And Restoring the Village is here again on the Radio on Fire broadcast. I have a lot of people here today. I just wanted to say thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all tune in to the RadioOnFire.com Facebook page. That way you can see our entire view. So I have my little live here. Last week I had Juan Nance on here as I was spotlighting him and his business, and the energy was just really amazing. So I asked if he would like to be my guest co-host. I want to thank Juan for you know, coming on to be a guest co-host, hopefully be a permanent one soon. But hoping that we can continue to build some things into the community, uplifting, empowering. And so we're going to try to work this out. First time trying to co-host with one another. So I'm going to turn it over just for him to say his piece, and we're going to introduce our guests.
Peace and health, beautiful people. I'm excited to be here. It's Brother Nance here, and you know, I'm just excited to be on the RTV radio. And I'm excited to interview Mike and Storm and just talk about back to school block party and all the things that this brother is doing in the community. So I'm excited about the show. So I hope everyone is tuned in.
Yes, yes. So make sure y'all tune in. Again, the RadioOnFire.com page. Y'all already know that I will not be live on my phone. Also, ways to engage is to call in. You want to call in at 404-436-1277 if you have any questions, want to give some encouragement. Earlier today, the reason I try to get people to go into the RadioOnFire.com page, Diamond K made a great post of how many people we are reaching. So we got to continue to do that. We want to thank each and every last person that shares it, that likes it, that views it. Your numbers, I don't even remember the total number.
341,106.
Wow, that was July.
Okay.
Yes.
Good job, man. Good job.
So thank you for continuing to view it from the page, doing some amazing things. Our guest for this evening, we're going to do another spotlight, and it's going to be for community outreach. And we're going to have here today with us is Mike Foy and Storm. I just want to have you all, well, first of all, say thank you for coming on. And if you want to just introduce yourself to everyone, and then we can kind of go into, you know, your event and things that you have going on in the community. Just tell us something about yourself, and we can move forward from there.
Storm.
Oh, ladies first. Look.
Good call.
Wow. Hello.
Team Storm.
Right. I'm Baltimore Storm. I have an organization called Storm, which means stepping through obstacles, remaining motivated. Basically, what I do, I go out, I do events, I do workshops. I empower women of all ages, even little girls. They need that. We need that as women. We are our biggest critics, and once we're together, we can make it happen.
Amen.
All right, well, I'm Mike Foy, own CM Mobile Detail, one of the owners of What's So Funny Wednesdays, the best comedy show in Baltimore, every Wednesday. And currently, this is our 4th year doing the back to school block party, the 5200 block of Florence Avenue, so I'm excited about that. Thank you for having us on the show, Juan and Angie. We appreciate it.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, no problem at all.
So I got a question, right?
All right, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
We was outside talking while we was waiting to start the show, and we was talking about, you know, I was asking you, like, it's the 4th year doing it, and you said that you chose that particular block because that's the block that you grew up on. How significant, or why is that so important for you to do it on that block?
It's significant because it shows that you're able to come back to where you grew up at and give back. Okay. And that's what it's about. You know, I may not be quote unquote rich or successful or a millionaire, but I consider myself successful.
Absolutely.
And I want to give back and show the kids that are in the neighborhood that you can do the same as well. It's only 3 occupied houses on that block.
Really?
The rest of the house has been knocked down. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's 3 occupied houses and 2 or 3 vacant houses now that it's just vacant.
Wow.
You know, they're on the market, but they're vacant. They're not abandoned. They're, you know, you're able to purchase them, move in, but so it's important. And my mom still lives on that block. We do birthday parties there. That's like the neighborhood home.
Okay.
You know, for everyone. So that's why
they're excited for it to be there, like, and it's the 4th year coming. So then now they have something to look forward to every school year. So I know that feels good to have that type of social and community impact.
Absolutely.
Now, how is the embrace from, like you said, the community, the agencies, the the surrounding areas? How is that for you?
By being a 4th year, this has probably been the most easiest year.
Great.
For us, because the first 3 years were very tough because we didn't have the support of the police department. You know, all they wanted to know is why you having this event and you need security. You know, it's a security risk on a Sunday from 3 to 7 when we giving away book bags and stuff to the kids. So instead of them finding a way to join us and make it happen, they were finding a way to not make it happen, and I wasn't having it.
Right.
I had the permits, and it was going to happen regardless.
I know that's right.
Yeah, that's one thing I respect how you move, because you do everything the right way. You know what I mean?
I try my best,
and that's how we supposed to. You know, that's how we supposed to.
Yep, I try my best. And this year, same thing. I had all the permits, and a lot of people don't know this. I actually called Storm the other day and told her a week ago the city didn't put the permit in the system. So I had the food permit and I had the noise permit, but I didn't have the permit to block the street off.
Oh man, that's the main one you need.
So one thing I always do, a week before the event, I always go to the police department and talk with them and just let them know, put a face with the name and what's going on. And they was like, we don't have a permit. So I had to go down to Holiday Street and talk with Miss Anita James, who was the supervisor down there, and she gave me the permit that I needed.
Thank you, Anita.
So it's do your due diligence. You got to do it. You got to follow up. Just don't put the paperwork in and just wait for them to do it. And she also let me know that I don't have to wait 8 weeks prior. On January the 1st of next year, I come down there. Within 30 days, I'll have all the paperwork.
It sounds like they need to create a day for that day, like, you know what I mean? Since it's something you do annually, it sounds like something they need to just already be prepared for. So speaking of like the police engagement, like, are the police going to be engaging with the community?
So one of the things that I did this year that was different, I reached out to the police department to have them come out and interact with the community because we need that.
Yes.
So they'll have an officer from the consent decree department there, and they'll have an officer from the community outreach department there.
Okay.
We also had a fire department there with a fire truck and an ambulance department there. We have some members from city council be there as well. The city police department and the sheriff department will be there as well.
And
all providing information.
And I hope that parents allow their kids to engage with the officers. You know what I mean? Like, and ask questions. You know, and let them be engaging. Because right now the officers are getting a bad light and all over the United States. You know what I mean? Which some of them is definitely just, but you know what I mean. We still need to figure a way to bridge that gap. So I commend you for even having that opportunity for the kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was gonna say if. Just the fact that you thought about that is really good because just as Juan said, it's not, yes, we have some that have, you know, bad apples, right? But you have some good ones out there. So just to have someone who's coming back to their neighborhood they grew up to, I'm sure you know good and bad injustice that we don't have or do, just to come back to kind of show that light to our youth is just phenomenal. So, you know, kudos to you for doing it. If you could just let people know where exactly we'll be again, just so we can know.
Not a problem. The 5200 block of Florence Avenue, right between Haywood and Belvedere. If you're coming from Park Heights, you're going to make a left on Haywood and come on down on Florence and make a right on there. If you're coming from Haywood, you can come down Wilton Heights and come around to the Horseshoe. Or just put 5200 Florence Avenue in your GPS and you'll hear the music. Right. Trust me.
You'll see the smiling face. You'll see the smiling faces.
And we got plenty of sponsors. We got DTLR who just hopped on board.
Awesome.
They're going to take care of some things for us. Of course, my business, Sam Mobile, Be Easy Clothing, the Delta MU Panthers are coming to volunteer. Storm, her organization. Bro Code, your assistant for now. Caton Title, which is a used car dealership. There's also Chick-fil-A came on board. There's also
Look at that.
They have been on board since day one.
Nice.
Since the first year.
Nice.
We'll have over 500 book bags to give away, 500 gift cards thanks to Chick-fil-A. So you'll get a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A.
Nice. Hey, that's what's up, man. Hey, that's what's up, man.
We have free food. We have moon bounces. As long as the weather stay nice, I'm gonna have a water slide out there
I
for
know.
kids.
So this Sunday.
Yeah.
This Sunday from 3 to 7, please, no rain.
Yeah, no rain, man. I promise you, we got something. And it's the DJ is DJ Rock Nice of WMG Network, man. And man, we are going to have a great time. I promise you. If you've never been, you want to come.
Yeah.
Kids come from East Baltimore, South Baltimore,
That's what's up.
And you know, I did an event right now just for the free tickets, and it's crazy.
Yeah, so speaking of that, I wanted to ask you, like, how was it when you did that fundraiser? Was you shocked how fast you were able to raise the money and, you know what I mean, like the support and love you got? Because I thought that was huge because we talk about a lot in our town, especially as community organized, how people don't support and this and that, or selective support or cliquish type support. And so I just want to know, how did that make you feel as an organizer and someone that has their feet in the ground? How did that make you feel to have the people like show up for you?
It made me feel proud because I support a lot of people in the city. I donate to a lot of nonprofit organizations and don't ask for nothing back. And I do it because of the kindness of my heart. So when I reached out to people to do it for the city, you know, they just did it. You know, they did it. And I'm appreciative, and I thank everybody for donating, because the first 3 years it was coming out of my pocket and my partners.
Right.
And we spending $2,000-$3,000, and it's fine because you know it's for the kids.
Right.
You know, but for the community to put it back together, and that's the reason we do free food and free activities and stuff like that, so they can see where their money. And a lot of people can't come to volunteer, so if they can donate $5 or $10. They're happy. So thank you for that.
Yes.
Well, I just want to say kudos to the community too for that, because I was watching it online like, whoa, yo, it's far exceeded its goal. You know what I mean? Quickly, and that's a great thing. And it's also good that you be able, like you said, share it back and give it back to the community. So
absolutely.
So Storm, I got a question for you.
Look her face though when you come to her.
How, like, have you been involved the whole 4 years, or like as the host, or cause like I told you outside, I thought this was a kid. I'm like, who's this teenager? Is she singing or rapping or dancing or what is she doing? So like, tell us how you involved, and like why do you like to stay involved and connected with this particular event?
Yes, I've been involved from day one, the first year. Mike and I were introduced by DJ Twiz.
Okay.
He knew that I host and coordinate events, mainly like nonprofit, events. So he hooked us up. Me and Mike sat down, went over what he needed, you know, what he wanted, how we wanted to lay out, and he was like, look, this is your project, you do what you do. I was like, give me a budget. He gave me a budget.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
But I mean, you said you also you work in that education field, right? So I know this has to be special, having kids be able to be prepared for school.
Yes.
So what type of school supplies are going to be in the book bags? Do you guys know already?
All different kinds. Paper, pencils, crayons, whatever you can name. They're gonna go in it.
And 500. That
I just want y'all to get these 500 book bags out of my living room.
Oh yeah.
Sitting in the boxes in my living room, man.
500.
And, shout out to Focus Movers, who is closing his business down for that day to allow us to put the 500 book bags inside of one of his moving trucks and pass them out from his moving truck. So shout out the Focus Turn, man.
That's what's up.
Well, look at that.
Yeah. And I just called him. I called him and said, hey man, I need a favor. He said,
Focus Moves. Is that Kerm?
Yeah, that's Kerm.
I'm trying not to say names without being wrong.
Yeah, that's Kerm. That's Kerm. Shout out to Kerm, man.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah, Focus Moves, the best moving company in Baltimore.
Now, I think as you was talking about just supporting one another, this is a great thing when we can actually come together, and that's why with Restoring the Village, we always want to make sure that we are supportive. We would love to, even be a part of it for next year. Maybe I missed some, let me tell you, campaigning is horrible. But my brain was all over the place. But just to even have you here to give that platform, just want to, hopefully that everyone will come out and support even going further. But it is all about us coming together and us working together, no matter what. And even giving names of every organization, you're still acknowledging and staying humble. That is the best thing you could ever do. So thank you so much. It even reminded me, kind of gonna go off but on the subject, it kind of gave me when I hear village, I always just get excited, first of all. So the village turned out basically. But yesterday I had a young lady, someone tagged me. So my sister-in-law tagged me in a post, and she had in her alley was just a bunch of trash, and she had all these complaints out, and it was since February. She showed me every citation, every complaint number since February, and put the call out, and the response was just amazing. And within hours,
it was cleaned out.
Yes. Cool. When I tell you from February, but then hours, I got a call. She was screaming. I think I was looking at the video, and she was just like, "Oh my gosh!" And they came back today just to fully clean it. When I say that to say, it only takes you being once, speaking out, being consistent. The fact that you're going back to your neighborhood, you're bringing some good vibe there already. Other people, going to start, or they may have already doing it just to know someone else is doing it. At any rate, it's more people doing it.
A lot of people.
So thank you.
Thank you. I want to say thank you for being the only media to reach out to interview us for this. You're the only person to reach out and say, "Hey, come on the show. Let's talk about it." So thank you, and thank Radio on Fire for that. All right, that's first and foremost. Second, we have to do that. You gotta. It's my due diligence to go back and give back to the community.
You have to. Yeah.
Okay. As a black man, as a black business owner, it's what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to continue to do it. I don't care what it takes. So
do you have any projects coming up, like to piggyback off of your? Do you do anything? I know you do a lot of stuff at your daughter's school and things like that. But are you doing anything to build off of this for this upcoming school year?
Man, we always have, like right now, my partner Eric Randall is doing a Shark Tank at Langston Hughes Community Center. Okay. I was supposed to be there, but I
wanted to be a judge.
My responsibility was to be here.
Yeah.
So we had to split, and he took care of that. Okay. So we are so in tune with the community because we really care about our youth, and
yeah, that's what it's all about.
It's a lot, man.
It is, man, because it is a lot. You know what I mean? But I asked that question because a lot of times, especially in this town with a lot of we got a lot of anchor institutions here. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of picture taking and no work go with it. You understand what I'm saying?
Speak it.
I'm doing it.
I just wanted to, so I respect that. So that's why when I posed that question, I was just like, wow, like what is the next follow up? Because some people do things and then it's nothing behind it. You know what I mean? So like for me, next year I want to come and bring the kids that I work with that did a Zone 15 beverage, and they can be up there vending their beverage.
Zone 15.
She got a Zone 15 lemonade. It's called Z15 Banger. It's called Z15 Banger.
I gotta try the Z15.
Yeah.
But the most consistent thing that we have going on is What's So Funny Wednesdays, which is a comedy show that we do every Wednesday at R8 Sports Bar, 1401 Bloomfield Avenue, on a lower level. We take portion of the proceeds, we feed the homeless, and we donate to, it's a non-profit. What's So Funny Wednesdays is a non-profit organization now. So we turn it to a non-profit. Nobody gets paid. I don't get paid. We don't make any money. We pay the acts, but other than that, everything else goes back into the community.
So it's a platform like to give comedians opportunity
to showcase their talents, and that's what it's all about.
We got some funny people in Baltimore, I'll tell you that.
And we got a great show tomorrow, man. We got a great show lined up tomorrow. We're celebrating Eric Randall 13 years in business. And
you said tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. So I hope you can come out tomorrow night.
The longest.
It'll be late one.
It doesn't matter.
The longest running.
5 years we've been doing this, man.
Yeah, so I have to make sure I try to work out.
What's So Funny Wednesdays.
So what was the biggest challenge with that? Like, far as like keeping it going for that long, like what were some of the challenges that you had? You know what I mean?
Financial challenges, man.
Okay.
If it wasn't for our businesses, it probably would have failed. But we have been so tough on making sure it don't fail.
Right.
You know, behind the closed doors, me, Chris, and Eric go deal with a lot of pressure.
Right.
You know, as far as running out, we own at least 2 businesses per person.
Right. So that's 6 businesses right there. Yeah. Right.
So, and then trying to run 40 Wednesdays. We do 40 shows from the first week of March to the 3rd week in November.
That's what's up.
You know, so 40 shows, 40 nights away from your family.
Right.
For 3 to 4 hours. It's tough. But we do it because we care about the city. We care about the comedians. And,
so what's been the biggest success story from the What's So Funny? Like from some of the comedians that came through?
Ty Davis, man.
Okay.
Ty Davis.
Comedian Ty Davis. She came to us after she was doing Howard G. Hosting for them and KY Nelly, and she came to us, man. She's been a blessing. She's actually on the Kevin Hart of the City. Just came back from LA. She's our resident host, the best host in Baltimore. You ask us, and we're blessed to have her. So shout out to top comedian Ty Davis.
Awesome.
That's what's up, man. Like, you know,
We've had them all, man. We had Just Hilarious on What's So Funny, Desi.
Wow.
Was Miss Sylvia there?
Yeah, Desi, that's my guy. Desi
Sylvia
is
Tremore,
I'm sure.
the radio. Okay.
I'm sure.
Like
Yeah,
that.
she's an impressionist, and she came here, and I thought I saw a picture. Okay.
Yeah, I think she did come through.
Awesome,
Man, listen, we've had a lot of people What's So Funny, man. If anybody's anybody, you gotta stop through What's So Funny Wednesday, each and every Wednesday.
All right now,
Yeah.
I could use some funny.
Yeah, you better come on with it. We got some funny for you.
So this is What's So Funny Wednesdays, 7 to 11 is the comedy showcase. Oh, and it's an after party.
Yeah, we do after party.
Let me put the baby to sleep.
We got listen, we got 2 of the best DJs, DJ Twiz, DJ Chief the Party Rocker, man. Listen, come have some fun with us. I promise you'll want to come back. I promise you.
And you said your fifth
5th year,
so it's a good thing.
Oh man, 4 years at the block party, back to school, 5 years. This boy, you on the road, bro.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And how long you been in business with the mobile business?
4 years. I did this my first year of business.
That's what's up.
So I'm on track. As long as my business is going, this is going as well.
Yeah, that's.
So let's talk about the mobile.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about saying mobile detail. What you want to know? What y'all want to know?
So tell us, you know, well, I can't say where you're located, it's a mobile,
right.
But just tell us how you got started, how long it's been going, how is the business, you know?
Well, let me correct you. We do have a location now.
Oh, you do? I'm sorry. When I heard mobile,
it's not open yet. It'll open.
I'm sorry.
The first week of September to be open. 401.
Well, wait a minute. Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
401 North Utah Street.
Where's it?
We got exclusively here on RTV.
401 North Utah Street. Right on Marbury, between Marbury and Packer.
Nice.
Right there
Oh my
behind me at
goodness.
Marbury Court Apartments. Yep.
I must be psychic.
Yep. And we've been, like I said, we started in May of 2014. So.
I started my juicing company in 2013, December.
We service Maryland, DC, and Virginia. We clean carpet, interior, anything that your vehicle need, interior and exterior. We do it right on site. Or you can come to the location and get it done.
Awesome! Look at that.
Yeah.
I stay on the go, so I may be like, "Can you meet me here?"
I get that a lot, man. I get that a lot, and listen, you can book your appointment online. You know, you don't have to call me. You can text your appointment in, and we'll get you done. Currently,
So convenient.
Appointments about a week or 2 weeks out.
You said what?
A week or 2 weeks out for appointments right now.
Lord, that means everybody's trying to get it.
Yeah.
But look, I'm
busy.
special.
We get you in, man. We open 6 days a week. We off on Sunday, so we can rest.
And you help with the feed the sick.
So much. Yes, we feed the homeless.
Yes.
Each and every last Sunday of every month.
Yep.
No matter the weather.
Yep.
We there.
Yep.
What else we got?
Yep. That's awesome.
At Phoenix Shot Tower.
Yep.
We feed about between 500 and 1,000 people every month.
That's what's up. How many young people you see down there? 'Cause I see a lot of them roaming in the street that's homeless. How many young people be
We see a lot of young people. We see a lot of young people. We see a lot of young people. Older people as well. We see them all.
Yeah.
All colors.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. We see them.
I tell people all
I
the
see
time.
people I went to school with down there.
Poverty don't have no color. Like, you know what I mean? Like brokenness don't have no color. You know what I mean? So it's like we definitely gotta restore the village and heal the people. You know, one person at a time, one event at a time. Like laughter definitely heals the soul. Music heals.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Talk that talk, man.
Look, laughter and in this healthy people juice. Wait a minute.
What you got there? Is that pineapple
let's
mango?
just talk about how.
Oh my goodness.
Since we talking about businesses, you know, so because I spotlighted, you know, his business spotlight was last week. I have with me a pineapple mango infused with mints.
Let me try it. Let me see what it tastes like. Let me see what it tastes like.
We're not sharing over here.
Let me see what it tastes like. Let me see what it tastes like, you know?
So
Bring the sample cup.
So,
man.
I know that one day I went down to his office, to his business, and we just got like, what was it, 4 flavors or something? I don't remember, but they were all good. But this one right here is so good.
I bought a case
and
and
I'm
it was gone
just
in no time.
yeah, I'm just really, I'm really happy that it's so much, and this is kind of where we want to have that platform. There's so many great things happening in our city. I know we kind of get like the bad, you know, like we just had the officer, but so many good things are going on. And we're gonna.
He needs to lead us in my opinion. He
after we take these shots, like we're gonna be kidding. Wait a minute, y'all making me crack my thing.
Yes.
So Storm, because I'm ignoring. Storm. Let's talk more about Storm and tell us what does it stand for, and you know, things about your business. And I'll crack it open. I guess I'll share.
Sharing is caring.
Storm, it stands for stepping through obstacles, remaining motivated.
And tell us about it.
So
I love him. I'm trying to tell you, I love him.
I've been actually dying to ask you, like, what made you start that?
Because of my childhood, because of my upbringing.
Okay.
I was as you can say, off the hook.
Okay.
Still
teenager.
off the hook.
I'm off the hook in a good way now.
Okay.
I was a teen mom. You know, I have my son here. He's 21. I have a.
That's your son?
That's my son.
Yo, I shook your hand up. I thought you was like, yo. All right.
So I was a teen mom, and I didn't have that. I was raised by my grandmother, which was a preacher, so everything was strict.
Everything was strict on my house too.
We ain't talking about this. We ain't talking about nothing. Be in the house with the lights coming, like all of that. Everything was just so secretive.
That wasn't me.
So when I got a little inch, like I was,
You went
You
off.
took the mile.
I took that. I took that, and I was gone. I needed to feel loved. I needed to feel validated. I didn't have a dad growing up, so you know, he's here, he's living. He's an addict. He's been an addict all my life, so I never had a male positive role model. So I looked for that father figure in a man, and I found it, and I got pregnant 2 times. So I was like, all right, well, I can do this. So he was a good guy. You know, things happened. You know, I thought I was ready for it, so I was like, no, I don't even feel like dealing with him. So I became promiscuous. Like, I didn't want any attachments. I didn't want you. When you said the L word, Storm was out.
Absolutely.
I
was gonna say, honey,
like on the cartoons, boom.
honey, your story, a lot
I
can
didn't want
relate.
you to love me, and I was not going to love you. I was, man, this is what I need.
But you know what? That story's so familiar. You know what I mean?
And a lot of people don't share it.
They don't share it.
They afraid. Like I'm not afraid. Like I raised kids, and 2006 I had got sick. I was diagnosed with depression. You know, I was off of work for 90 days. And I was like, I don't want to tell nobody. I don't want to be judged, but it helped people. They're like, well, Storm, we see you now. How did you get it? I said, through prayer, through strength. You know, I had somebody to actually sow a seed in me, which was my grandmother. She prayed for me when I couldn't pray for myself. She loved me when I couldn't love myself. So any female, I don't care if she's 55, any female that I can just hug, like, babe, I got you. Like, we good. Because there is a light. People, you don't get, your situation does not control you. You know, and sometimes we get there, well, I got 2 kids, I did this. Honey, I had 2 kids, I got 2 degrees, and I was by myself.
Look, someone, look, Wayne said she looks good for her age. Y'all see this, Wayne?
Yeah, she's so awesome. I'm telling you, Shannon.
Storm, you got fans. You got
yes, Storm got fans.
That's what's up, though, man. Like pushing through obstacles, man. Like I tell people, you never supposed to let your circumstances control you. You're supposed to control your circumstances.
Absolutely.
So I applaud you for even like you said, even sharing that story because you know a lot of people don't share, and that's something in the black community that we have to change.
Yes.
That's why you see a lot of people walking around here talking to themselves, walking around in these streets. You know what I mean?
People, and one thing that people say that I really don't like, I get kind of that other Storm. Like people's like, well,
the other Storm.
Yeah, you don't look like it. How am I supposed to look? You know, I'm a well-educated woman. I work.
Black woman in there.
Yeah, like how am I supposed to look? Like we look at people like, oh, she's smiling, she's okay, but you don't know what pain is behind somebody's smile just because they're smiling.
Absolutely.
Like it just take nothing to say. I get upset when people don't say good morning.
Yeah, me too.
You don't know what kind of night I had, but you ain't come in here and ask me something. Like first, let's take a pause and let's say good morning. Let's say hello. Let's communicate with each other. The art of communication is gone.
Yes,
it's gone.
You sound like me, sister.
They be like,
always.
And it's funny, Storm, that you said something. You know, I want to shout out to Hugs Don't Shoot, who is another nonprofit organization that'll be there at the event as well, who's also doing amazing work in the community. And those sisters, when you see them, they suck you right on in. You gotta hug them. You know, so shout out to Val Jenkins and her crew, man. Hugs Don't Shoot.
Yes.
Man, I'm excited about Sunday. I hope you gonna be there.
I'm gonna. That's on my list.
You gonna get on the water slide?
So what I was telling her, as long as I don't have my district meeting, but I think we're gonna be good, and I'm gonna come out there.
You get on the water slide?
And wait a minute, hold on.
What's
Especially because I'm gonna put you on blast in front of everybody. He said, "What am I doing in his hood?" I said, "Wait a minute, our hood?" Like so.
You don't live over West Baltimore no more.
Right.
I'm still in West Baltimore.
Oh no. So so let me just tell you, a lot of my family is still on that zone 15, that west side, that northwest. I mean, to the point where if I have to drop my baby off sometime, I have no one really on this side of town, right? I mean, literally. So it tells you a lot. I mean, going to get my Jamaican food, I gotta go west. I mean, just the littlest things.
Right.
So I just
Jamaican food.
Yeah. Now which one? Now which one? Yeah, authentic. Okay. Which one you say we're best? I'm sorry, we got on it because.
Now why you gonna do that?
All right, never mind.
I like the one.
Never mind.
I like Judy's.
I like Judy's.
Okay.
But I also like Blue Caribbean too.
Blue Caribbean. Okay.
But what's the one that's right on like
Royal
Rogers?
Marine? Oh, you said
just in between
Rogers.
the Blue Caribbean and
It's on the right hand side, like on Rogers. Used to be like a bakery right there. It's a barber shop.
Okay, I know you're talking about. That's right down. Rogers and
I think that's Rogers.
right behind the bar.
Yeah, they have a really
All right,
really
man. Shout out to the West Baltimore, man. Got the best Jamaican food.
Somebody said very much so. It's a shame you can't speak and greet, which at the end of the day is manners and men showing a form of chivalry. No, I mean, like I tell people, we wanna try to save the black community. We gotta first learn how to speak to each other. We don't even know how to say hi, bye, what's up, good morning. I speak to everybody. I tell my son, as long as you do your part and speak, if they don't respond back, you did your part.
You did your part.
You did your part. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? You did your part.
And that's all that matters, man. Do your part, give back no matter what, and watch how you grow.
I always say, so one of the things that I think even Juan, he brought it up in the beginning, or even when we were outside, was what's your why? And even though I always end with something inspirational, I mean, we have fun on the show, but it's always, I love to hear the whys, and I've already heard it, you know, and so that right there shows your passion, and it shows that you're going to push forward no matter what, you know. And so, Storm, I'm only, hey, sister girl. Look like what the Jill Scott, sister girl. But Storm, your story, I hope that if anything that I can do, you know, to assist you with reaching the girls, like I said, I can reach out with some schools that we can do that, because your story is not just your story, you know. And I shout out to I'm gonna do shout outs all day. Walk by Faith Ministries, Pastor Dame Dorsey. He is really doing some amazing things at his church. I mean, they're out. They're going out into the community. But what he said was, taking your life back. And so, yes, we may fall. We may have the moment, our 90-day where God set you down. But he gave you a vision during that time, I'm sure. And if it wasn't presented to you, it was confirming it to you. And so a lot of things, what I do, when I tell people, I said, when my husband was hurt, that time was my period, and he was in a vegetative state for a year. So that was my time period where I'm like throwing the towel. I'm done. God, stop. Hey, I'm ready to go. Throwing it back. He's like, I need you to do this. No, you got to do it. Give it to somebody else. But to actually walk into your authority, to actually walk and 4 years, 5 years, whatever it may have been, keep doing it. Keep doing it, because you're inspiring someone. I'm sure, like you mentioned outside, the guys out in the street respect you. They're gonna respect anyone. I mean, just yesterday I was with Boom. Like, they're gonna respect you when they know you're authentic and you're doing what should be done. Should be done.
Just do the work. Don't worry about nothing else.
And
do the work.
And truthfully, no one that's out there really want to be out there for real.
Absolutely.
What I mean? Like, you have a few that
they just need
really
the
want to
option.
be out there, but some of them, when they see that
Very
glimmer of
true.
hope, or they see someone that they can talk to, that they can relate to, that
Very
look like
true.
them, they'll give you they all. That's why I said, like, when people used to be like, what is your secret sauce for teaching? No, I'm just authentically real with these kids. I don't sit around, fluff stuff. I'm not your teacher. I work for you. You don't work for me. You know what I mean? So when you approach it like that with community work, with anything that we're doing, I think that you'll get a response from the youth in the community,
And a lot of our youth can see right through us.
Oh yes.
Definitely.
Oh yes.
For my part-time, I do independent living, where girls transition out of foster care and go into their own apartment. Like, they give the full-time staff hard ways. When I come in on the weekend, it's Miss Storm, you want to come to my house, Miss Storm? Because I'm real. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm not going, I'm transparent. And people are like, well, you tell too much of your business. Well, I'm healing somebody.
And you're healing someone. I was going to just say,
Like,
you're healing someone.
It's never too much. I mean, I'm not ashamed of what I went through. I'm not ashamed of what I done. Like, I'm just not.
Absolutely.
And I'm here to tell about it. And I still have more ways to go. I got another project that's coming out for the ladies, and I'm just keep reinventing myself. How many times I have to do it? It's just I'm keep pushing.
Absolutely. One of the things you mentioned was how your grandmother raised you. Same here. How we couldn't talk about a lot of stuff. No sex and no how you're feeling, how your body's feeling. But that was what your body was feeling. And even with some of the boys, even though I'm gonna lie, the boys they was a little different with, but the girls they were really strict. And so, so what I'm saying is that they didn't. I know with me, and sounds like with you, you didn't have that outlet. And now you're offering that to these, these youth, the young ladies, and I think that is phenomenal, because that's why they engage with you more, because one, like you just said, you're being real, you're telling them, and to tell your story. I love to hear someone that has been through the same thing or similar, because I'll know that it's not just me, so kudos to you.
And I believe
we will have another segment with the woman empowerment. I'm trying to tell you, she is blessing my life. I'm just saying, she is blessing my life.
Just like, throw that in there with guys. I believe I had sons because I had a bad outlook on men because of what I went through with my dad.
Wow.
So raising my boys, like some parents be like,
yeah, look at that.
I saved that kid. No, my kid saved me.
Yeah,
my
real
son,
talk.
my sons have literally have saved me and saved other people.
Yes.
Put it that way. But raising them, I'm like,
best thing got man.
But even to this day, you see, I had my oldest with me,
and it helps you.
Yes, and my baby boy, we're taking him to school next Thursday. He got accepted into University Eastern Shore.
Look at that.
So I'm getting him out of here. We're driving him to school. So I'm like, ladies, you can do it. Like, you can. And all females, they get mad, baby father, this baby father. It's not even, I was with my kid's dad. We was married. I still, even though I might have been wrong, but I still didn't put him in that box, because he could have walked out any day. It's still all about me and my sons. Like, if nobody else do anything, like, I had to. Some days I literally could not get out of bed. But I'm like, God, I need this push. Like, it's still days I sit and just cry, like, God, give me the strength.
Yes.
Like, I can't do this alone. Like, give me the strength. Give me what I need. Give me the tools. I meditate. Like, when you was talking about self-care, I'm big on that.
Absolutely.
Like, we don't
Wait a minute, Tuesdays.
$5 movies.
Did y'all know that? $5 movie.
We're gonna go to the next movie.
My only self-care days can possibly be Mondays.
Oh, we gotta have that.
Can you do groups? Can you do groups for this $5? I mean, you can probably put something together.
Only on Tuesdays.
Yeah, can we do
AMC.
like a group?
I would have to get a babysitter.
Yeah, I want to try to. We can all get together and do that
Depending on what movie,
next Tuesday or Tuesday after
Hey,
or something.
I'm always down.
We find a movie and do this together. All have a self-care day.
Everybody needs it.
Let's do it.
Now, I have a question for you, Mike.
Okay.
As a black man.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm black, yes.
No,
I am.
I'm just laughing.
Okay.
No, since we were talking about this woman empowerment, but what would you say is an obstacle with the black man, and what do you think is needed to actually empower that black man?
A very good question.
Yeah.
Very good two-part question. The obstacle.
Let's see.
Look, he got you right there. He gonna make sure you get that on record.
You gotta be mentally strong. A lot of black men are not mentally strong. You really gotta overcome whatever you've been through.
Yeah.
And I've been fired, divorced, lost everything, almost $100,000 in debt. Turned it all around. Mentally strong.
Look at that.
You don't let nothing break you.
No.
I can tell you that. Don't let anyone break you.
Yep. We'll find
If it's meant to be taken away from you, let it go.
Ooh.
Let it go. Walk away.
If it's
Kiss it
meant to-
goodbye.
I know I heard this story. I'm sorry.
All right.
Okay.
Now, now, what was your second part of your question?
I don't even know. That was good. If it's meant for you to, woo, okay.
The obstacle
Yeah. Oh yeah. What do you think is needed to empower them?
to empower them. People like me,
Example.
men like me, like Juan,
been-
like Art, like Chris, business owners that came from nothing and now we're something.
Yeah.
You know, I started my business without a business plan. To this date, I don't even have a business
I
plan.
still don't have a business plan.
I
About to
still
say.
don't, because it's God's plan.
Yeah, exactly. Boy, I was about to say that.
It's literally God's plan for your business.
Y'all always see my little hashtag God
No,
plan.
no,
and
Because
that's just my
I'm gonna tell you why.
confirmation.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Please, brother, because I definitely.
tell you why.
I agree.
I started my
This is
business
juice.
with $20,000, right? I had good credit, and I had $10,000 in cash, and I had $10,000 in credit. And I said, you know what? I said, if I'm gonna do something or do nothing. That's where my clothing line came from. Do something or do nothing. Because I was either gonna do something, and that's right when around she was born. So I'm like, oh my God, I got fired. What am I gonna do? I said, I got a plan. I'd have been 30. If I'd have stayed with the state, I'd have been 39 when I retired and got a check for the rest of my life. 32 now.
Yeah.
12 years.
yeah, baby.
Yeah. 12 years. 12 years, you know, I stayed in the department until I got fired. But I'm happy.
God's plan.
I'm happy they fired me. I'm happy it happened because I've been able to spend almost every day with that little girl and her sisters.
Yeah, that's the win.
Okay.
That's the real win.
So being a father is probably one of the most important roles in my life. All right. So
There's no handbook to parenting. There's no handbook to parenting.
it's not a handbook to parenting.
We were talking about that last week, right? We need.
There's no handbook to parenting.
No, man, it's tough, man. Being a parent is tough, man. It's really tough.
And you know, one thing that we have to realize is once we have children with people, we're now related, whether you like them or not. You know what I mean? Like you're related. You know what I mean? Like so, you're not gonna like your brother and sister every day, but you're gonna love them. You know what I mean? Like
Still
so,
family.
once you have a child with someone, if we can get past the, you know what I mean? Like I have a great relationship with. I have a community. I believe in community family. I mean community family, community eating. All that at work, at you know what I mean, in the community. So I agree with you. Like one of my greatest things that I've ever accomplished was raising my son, or having him to even call him my son. You know what I mean? So I totally agree with you on that. Ms. Angie, I don't know how much time we got left on the show, but I definitely want the brother to get his sponsors out, his sponsor shout outs.
Yeah, so we I think it might be 10 more minutes or so, but I did want to had a couple announcements on here, but we're gonna get to that. I do want to have you run down your events again.
Okay.
And I do want you to say how people can contact both of you.
Okay.
You know, social media or anything else. And we can start with you if you like.
Oh, you want to start?
Or Storm. Which one?
I'll start because
she started. Yeah, she started.
She started last time. All right, shout out to all the sponsors. DTLR is the Downtown Locker Room, CMO Detail, which is myself, Be Easy Clothing, the Delta MU Panthers, Storm.
Shout out to Be Easy.
Yeah, man. The Broco Baltimore, the Your Assistant for Now, which is Yaffin, Kate Entitled, and Chick-fil-A. It's also Hugs Don't Shoot organization. Shout out to all of them. All right. What's So Funny Wednesdays? Each and every Wednesday, 1401 Bloomfield Avenue. Come check out the best comedy show in Baltimore. Each and every Wednesday, the most consistent comedy show you ever come across. And if you're an amateur comedian, come and show your craft, and we'll give you the platform to do so.
Can I come up there?
Yes. We do amateur night.
I always wanted to be a comedian. I always wanted to try.
Yeah.
Ron, go ahead.
Oh my goodness.
I got something, man. Listen. I got something planned for all the amateur comedians. Because if have you ever seen Devon Peaks and Corey Wick go at it? Joke for joke? Two funny brothers.
Okay.
We're going to put them on amateur night against each other.
Oh,
yeah, that is going to be funny, man. Shout out to Devon Peaks and Corey. Another two big promoters in Baltimore, man. You want to reach me, Michael Foy on Facebook, CMO Detail on Instagram. I ain't hard to find. I'm always in the community, so I ain't hard to find at all. You can inbox me. I ain't hard to find.
Doing great work, myself. I'm
not. You know, I always want to be reachable. I'm always going to be reachable. Trust me.
And you know who you forgot to shout out? Who did you check in at late? The food.
Oh, don't worry about the food. Don't worry about the food.
Was it good?
Oh, you talking about taste this? All right. Let me. About my food
and the only reason I'm going to say that because it's in my district and this is 43rd district and I'm going to represent all of them.
Shout out to Taste This Baltimore. Dante Davis is the owner of Taste This Baltimore. I know him personally. He's a good guy. The food is great. You know, and I always slide in there. I know he's normally in the basement doing work, so I don't tell him when I come. I slide in, I get my food, and I go, and I send him a picture of it later. Now, the food was great. I got the stuffed salmon platter with the yams and macaroni and cheese and a half an It looked amazing. It was good, man. So shout out to Taste This. The food is being cooked by my dad.
If y'all need to know why we started a little later. Yeah. he was licking his fingers with that salmon.
It was really good. And the food is being done by my dad, man. He's gonna cook for all 500 people that come. Wow, we'll probably have food up to 1,000 people.
Y'all gonna have salmon stuff?
No, we're not.
Hey, I'm trying to get ready for the amateur night.
If you want to stuff salmon, I'll make sure I buy the stuff for you to have a stuff salmon.
That was my joke, but
you know the truth in the joke. It's the truth in the joke.
But I could do it.
The truth in the joke.
You're right, man. Come on out. I hope to see you on Sunday. The back to school block party, 3 to 7 p.m. Come out, 5200 block of Florence Avenue. Hope to see y'all there. Thank you so much.
And listen, it is Tuesday, so if anyone would like to have him come on their show, more publicity, put them out there and get this out to the community. So
Bring your kids up there, man. Please don't let this brother have 500 or 200 or 100 book bags left over. We need to have all those book bags gone this Sunday. Bring your kids there. You know what I mean? Broco's gonna be in the building. I know that they're gonna be able to monitor some youth that may come through there. You know, I'm gonna bring my son and a few people there, even though I got another event, but I'm definitely gonna bring some youth up there. Just to show face. You know what I mean?
500 book bags, y'all.
And whatever book bags we don't give away, we will be donating to Eye Care Foundation. They got a block party the following Sunday. Okay. Boy, we actually moved out a week before. Because they had theirs, I'm saying they moved out a week before.
Look at that.
See, that's how you're supposed to do it, though, man.
Love
like, that's really how you're supposed to move. That's why you always gonna be blessed at what you do, because that's how you're supposed to move. You're not supposed to be, if somebody's doing something that's in the same thing, and you already recycling it back, man.
Lord knows if other people can be like you, and that's all I'll say. We're gonna leave that for another one. I've had bad experiences. But, okay, Storm, your turn to talk about.
You can reach me on Facebook. I have a Storm page. It's just Storm. On IG is Storm_events on Instagram. That's how I can be reached. And ladies, watch out because I got a new project coming in a couple of weeks. That's coming underneath Storm, and it's definitely
Uh-oh.
I love new projects.
Storm. Okay, Storm.
I love it. I love it. So, again, I want to thank the both of you for coming on the show.
Thank you
Thank you. I want to encourage anyone that if you have things going on, and we do have, I think, kind of booked, but I do want to always make sure that we have this platform for our community, and that is always a positive, things that we're trying to push out into the community. Two things that I want to bring up, just because y'all know I got to do my voter thing, right? So, one, I mentioned about the business because we're in the 43rd district. I want to thank everybody that selected me as the district chair for the Baltimore City Democratic State Central Committee. We have a meeting tomorrow, so that's part of my job. I'm going to make sure that I get all this information and be transparent. But tomorrow we will be having our Baltimore City Democratic State Central Committee meeting at 6:30. It's going to be at the Humanum building that's over on Gay Street. This is a general membership meeting. These are ways that you can come out, maybe get engaged with campaigning, voter education, voter registration, signing up for volunteering and everything. Some may not really want to get into it, and that's okay, but we want to make sure that we know how to get engaged. And also, my last thing I want to do is I want to thank President Dave, I don't have the last name with me, but he is the president of the ATU Local 1300 right on 25th Street, and he has offered me a slot on his show for the Lunch and Labor. Well, I'll be on there next Tuesday at 12 o'clock. I was on there last month, or a month, month before, to talk about voter registration. So just thanking God for allowing different avenues and platforms to talk about voter education. I want to thank Juan for being a great co-host. A great co-host. Oh my gosh. The energy is good. Sometimes you see me maneuvering because I'm putting it in the groups, and it's just amazing to have someone with good energy that can help and to also be bouncing a question. So thank y'all for being our first guest working together.
And I want to encourage you to stay true to the people at all times. I guarantee you're going to have the support. That's why you won. You're true to the people. And I watch you from afar, and I watch how you did it from the grassroots. And I applaud you for that.
Thank you.
If I was in your district, I would have voted for you.
Oh, I guess I gotta go for the mayor or something, so it could be a citywide position.
And you will win. And you will win.
Oh, I don't know if I want the headache.
You will win. But see, it takes a sister like you to come in and try to change it.
Yes.
See, we don't need a politician. We don't need a politician to go into politics.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
You don't need a politician to go into politics.
Look, he co-hosting over there, co-signing.
and that's the issue. We getting a lot of politicians to go back into politics, or politics to go to politicians, and it's too much. You need somebody from the outside that's done the grassroots work. There's a lot of people that used to feed the homeless with us before they got in office, and they got in office, they don't feed the homeless with us anymore.
Facts.
Right?
Yes.
So continue to be true to who you are. And
I've been down there, but I want you to know,
shout out to you, man.
I try to go everywhere. So if I could be cloned, I'll be I could do that. But thank you. And even if I can't, please always know, even if I can't, I'm always sharing stuff for y'all. And anything that you would like for me to do to support, I'm willing to do that. So thank you all for coming on. I'm gonna let Juan, since I brought it in, I'm gonna let Juan take it out for us.
Go ahead, brother Juan.
Well, I just want to say again, peace and health to everyone. Thank you for listening. You know, our slogan, well, my personal slogan is like, we don't have good days, we create them. So create the night you want to have, create the life that you want to have, create the community that you want to have, create the health that you want to have for yourself, and make sure that, you know, the things that we do impact others. You know what I mean? Like if you're not taking care of your health, that stress of you being unhealthy affects everyone else in your household.
Absolutely.
So as a community and as a village, let's continue to believe in each other, pray for each other, and push each other to be great. And don't ask permission to be your most authentic black self. You know what I mean? So peace and health, man. So peace and health, create a great night.
Peace and health. Listen, make sure y'all get us on Facebook, Restoring the Village Project. We also now have a group page. Talk to you later.
Hey,
see you next Tuesday.
Hey, Diamond K, my son said, you made us miss our 8 o'clock movie. You know what I mean? He been mugging me the whole. You ain't see him giving me dirty looks the whole time. He was giving me dirty looks the whole time. 9 o'clock, we can hit Owens Mill.